Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Happy Hustle Show on Monday, the 15th of March, 2021, for anybody who's watching on a massive Julie catch-up marathon. So today I want to share a brilliant piece of advice that Julie Breakin shared with us in the Happy Hustle Hive. It really resonated with me. I think it resonated with a few people in there. So I just wanted to create a show about it with thanks and gratitude to Julie. Let me know how you are today if you're able to tune in live. The Happy Hustle shows, for those of you that are new to my world, who've come in from the challenge last week. The Happy Hustle shows are live on Mondays and Thursdays most weeks. I do take the occasional week off if I've got a big challenge coming up. Hi, Margaret Ann. And the time of them is always like unknown. So there is a way within the Happy Side Hustle community. If you haven't joined there already, please go and join the Happy Side Hustlers in there. And there is a link that you can click to be notified just before I go live, should you be interested in turning up live for these, so I can chat to you. Margaret, I shouldn't be here. Hi, Deborah. Yes, I know. I usually try and do them either at lunchtime or in the evening so that people can tune in, but it just depends how my day goes. I've been on meetings all morning this morning, so my voice is going already and it's only lunchtime. So let me just share my nugget of wisdom with you today. So this, as I said, has come from Julie, the amazing Julie Breakin, who is in our Happy Side Hustle Hive. And Julie talks about her friend. And her friend shared a story with Julie where you have two buckets. So in one bucket, you have a handful of yeses, and in the other bucket, you've got an unlimited amount of no's. One bucket with a handful of yeses, one bucket with an unlimited amount of no's. I thought that was so super, super powerful, because when your bucket of yeses runs out, you have no more yeses to give. But you can give out as many no's as you want. They are unlimited. So you don't need to watch your no's, but you absolutely need to watch your yeses. And for those of you in the Hive, we've been talking about time blocking this month, and how whatever it is you want to focus on, it is super important to actually allocate the time to do that, so that it's mono-focus time. So it's time when you're just really taking actions that are going to get you to the place that you want to get to, whatever the goal is, whatever the objective is. And every time you move away from that, so every time you have time blocked in and something else comes up and you sacrifice that time that you've got blocked in for something else, then you are getting further away from your side hustle goal, whatever that is. So your happy pot, whatever you're spending that money on, for me, it is Disney, as you know. So when you have that side hustle vision and you have the system to kind of block out the time that you need to use to create that vision, then it makes you really conscious of your buckets. And I just really thank you so much for sharing it, Julie, because it just really spoke to me, where you've got these two buckets, and every time you're giving a yes out of your bucket, which I appear to want to have on this side, this is my no bucket, not sure why I want them that way around, but every time you're given a yes from your yes bucket, you're sacrificing another yes, which you had already given to your time blocking for whatever activity you need to do to get your side hustle moving. And of course, it's not to say that you have to stick to that totally and never ever be swayed from a plan that you make at the beginning of the week. Of course, things happen and things change and priorities change. But I think the key thing to check in with yourself here is every time you're giving out a yes, you are giving away some of your precious time. And if your time was monetized, you'd probably think quite carefully. So if instead of So for those of you that have side hustles, which is hopefully nearly everyone here, because hopefully you took the action and set it up, you know that your time is money. So you know that when we look at pricing your service or your product, we talk about what are you going to pay yourself? And you absolutely cannot pay yourself anything less than the minimum or the living wage. Like that would just make your side hustle not joyful. So think about it. If instead of having a bucket of yeses, you had a bucket of money, and instead of giving people your yes, yeah, I'll just do that for you, or yeah, I'll just quickly help you with that, or whatever it is, you had to dip into that bucket and give them money. So if they were coming to you and saying, can you give me £30? You'd probably think very, very carefully before you give them that money. You might have some questions you'd want to know, and you'd be much more confident dipping into your no bucket and saying, unfortunately, that's not something I can give to you at the moment, or whatever your phrase would be. But for your yes bucket, for a lot of us, because we are people pleasers, we are women, we've got a whole load of kind of societal things going on here that make us want to help other people, make us want to be just super thoughtful and super supportive of other people. And that's great. And that makes us who we are. And I do really appreciate the supportive nature and everything that goes on within the Happy Side Hustle groups. However, I want you to make sure that you're not getting distracted by the yeses that aren't driving your side hustle forward. And instead, you're okay to give out the no's where appropriate that will drive your side hustle forward to allow you to have that focused time. I'll give you an example of this. Some of you know about Clubhouse. Indeed, some of you have been on Clubhouse with me. But Clubhouse is a new social media platform where people connect via audio. So it's real, genuine, in the moment conversations that people are having. And it's on all day. It's there 24 hours a day, and it's never recorded. So you can't catch up on something. You have to be kind of there live to listen to it. And there are probably certainly thousands, if not probably millions of rooms on Clubhouse now. So, and a lot of them are interesting. And when I first discovered Clubhouse, I was like, oh, look at that room. Oh, I'm going to listen to these. Oh, there's a guru that I really, really like following. I'm going to listen in to see what they have to say. But I quickly realized that Clubhouse is a rabbit hole because you could be on it 24/7. And as much as you'll pick up some key learnings from it, we have to shift from learning into doing to get to our side hustle goals. So that's where you need your buckets. That's where you need to dip in to your bucket of no's, which are unlimited, and be really precious about your bucket of yeses, just as if it was money. Hi, everybody that's saying hi. Ruth has inspired me to continue trying ML Stitcher, but to give it a total reboot. Oh, fantastic, Ruth. Keep in touch in the free group and let everybody know how that gets on. That's fantastic. Yeah. So, hi, Liz. I didn't know so many of you would be available at lunchtime. That's great. These Happy Hustle shows are always available for catch up in the Happy Side Hustler community. But also I've got a YouTube channel where they're all kind of stored in there. Sometimes it can be easier to find them in there. Okay. My message for you today is to walk around with your two buckets, thinking of your yeses as cash and thinking of every time you're giving out a yes, your pot, depending on what the yes is for, you're possibly moving away from doing something that is going to grow or promote or scale your side hustle to get you to the goal. You still need to give out your yeses. We still want to be lovely and supportive, and we want to be a lovely community, but be careful that we're not spending all our yeses on someone else, as opposed to self-love, self-care for us. Okay. I'm going to leave you with that thought at lunchtime. I am now going to go and make my own lunch before I go back into my afternoon meetings, and I will be back on Thursday, and I'll catch you all for the Happy Hustle show then. Take care, and thanks so much for everybody that came along live, and thanks also to anybody watching on replay. Bye.